podcast.
I'm Mikey Dobbs.
And I'm Carmen Butler.
And this is
The ATL On Fire podcast show. So going into the starting game next Saturday, we've played, 5 preseason matches, scrimmages. We've let in 15 goals. You know, in some of those, like...
But we're emphasizing defense.
We're emphasizing defense. I took a couple polls on Twitter to see if people are concerned about this, and I would say overall 60% of the people are slightly or very concerned about it. 30% not so much. That they're just kind of saying, hey, this is preseason, we're testing things out. But I am concerned about like the mindset of allowing the ball to splash in the net 15 times, 3 per game. That's not a good like standard or mindset to have, I think, in terms of a team that should just have a little more pride on not letting a ball hit the back of the net that many times. Three per game.
I'm going to split the difference and say I am concerned but not incredibly concerned, because the concern to me is coming from Guzan not really necessarily showing that he's back, and Robinson not showing that he's back, right? So those guys, presumably, we know they're good players, and they're going to get better as the season goes on. The concern, so that you would say there's not a real concern. That I think there's no doubt that mid-season Guzan and Robinson are going to be legitimate MLS players, right? Yeah. So from that standpoint, you would be like, the defense is fine. Now, that being said, if they really are not 100% and we struggle out of the gate because they're not ready and Pineda doesn't recognize that and we lose games early, it could be over by the time they're healthy.
Yeah. And look, I mean, these preseason games, we didn't have Sosa, as who
may or may not be a player.
Yeah. So Sosa as well, but we didn't have some of our other starters.
I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter that why did we buy an extra striker? We should have been buying a holding midfielder. I'm like, what? I don't know about you, but I think we have one of the best holding midfielders in all of MLS. I am 100% convinced that Sosa is the real deal. Now, he has had some injury issues. Right. So when he's not on the field, he's not that good. Yeah. But when he's been on the field, he's been terrific.
I absolutely agree.
I mean, he has had some times where he's been asked to do things that a defensive midfielder can never do, and that's just horrible tactics. But that's not on the player.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you were at the AmFam Cup the other night.
Yes.
We didn't get to see anything televised in the last St. Louis game, which evidently we won 2-1, right? And it was Almada and Araujo got penalty kicks and scored.
No, Almada scored on a penalty kick. Araujo scored from live play again. And
okay, good.
There is a real, Araujo has said over and over and over that he likes the system, he's comfortable, and he's working on being much more of an attacker, much more getting in behind. And he has done that. Now, obviously, you would point to last preseason, he scored a wonder goal and then didn't really do it in the season.
Right.
But I actually have hope. I had hope last year, too, that I think Araujo is for real. The guy has got everything. He's got skill. He's got power. He's got strength. He's got pace. He can do it all. And to me, barring the tactics not letting him succeed, there is no doubt that as an MLS player, he is a phenomenal MLS player.
I think Araujo's attitude through the year is going to be indicative of the whole Atlanta United season. So follow me here.
That's a good point.
I think if he starts off and starts scoring goals and is able to keep that moving and keep that positivity, that we might find ourselves in a good position come, the fall. If we start to see some turbulence and frustration from Araujo come the summertime, game over. I'm telling you that he will feed into the entire culture of the locker room where he gets pouty-faced. Yeah. And I'm telling you, that'll be it. Like, so I agree. If he's smiling come summer, we might have a future come the fall.
I think it's spot on. I really don't have anything to add to that. I think it's absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
A question for you with Araujo. I know people talked about him people looking to get him from us come summer. Is that still a possibility?
Well,
I don't know
there was a rumor that he was leaving that he was in the last couple of weeks that he was leaving to go to South America, right? And there was a bid made. There was an actual bid
None
made
of those
for him.
Argentinian teams
Yeah.
or Brazilian teams have enough money
Okay.
to make it worth it for
Okay.
us. So it was just about that, I think, more than anything.
Gotcha.
And
Maybe Miss Brazil wanted to leave France to come to the U.S., and now she wants to go even
But
further back to Brazil. It was a Brazilian club.
But
right?
Araujo did say he was open to offers.
Yeah.
So, his mind is clearly open to what his...
Well, wouldn't you be, having been through what he's been through here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Most
mean, it's-
definitely.
It hasn't been good.
It has not been good.
It doesn't suggest that he is giving a huge leash to Pineda, that
Yeah.
he's so confident that, whatever.
Yeah. And I don't think he's the strongest minded person either. So, and that's why I was saying his attitude come summertime will be the clear writing on the wall for how the season goes. Because I think he'll, if the tactics aren't working and he's not being set up for what he thinks he was going to come to the MLS to do isn't happening,
Yep.
then it's going to be a disaster.
He came to MLS to dominate.
Yeah.
Thinking that he was just going to run over the league. And I think that's a credit to MLS that it's a lot better than people think. But but that being said, I think he could dominate if he was given the right tactics.